We've all felt horrible and disappointed by people doing uncaring things in this world. But believe it or not, there are actually a lot more kind people than what you're sometimes made to believe. So today, we will show you random acts of kindness that'll make you cry. Watch this video until the end to restore your faith in humanity. This football fan came up with a unique set of hand gestures so that his deaf and blind friend could enjoy the game too. A career criminal cries in shame when the judge recognizes him from middle school and shares with everyone what a good student he was.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go to Nautilus for middle school?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry to see you there. I always wondered what happened to you, sir.
Oh my goodness.
This is the nicest kid in middle school.
Oh my goodness.
He was the best kid in middle school. I used to play football with him, all the kids, and look what has happened. I am so sorry to see
Oh
you.
my goodness.
When a desperate elderly woman walked around the neighborhood asking for food, every single person denied her. That was until a young girl eating with her father gives away her meal without hesitation. The kind girl even sits down at the woman's table to keep her company while she eats. An amazing act of sportsmanship was shown when a runner collapsed just before finishing the race, and a fellow runner stopped to carry him across the finish line.
This is what sports should be all about.
The runner gave up a gold medal, but proved he has a heart of gold. When a teacher's favorite shoes got stolen, his students all came together and pooled money to buy him a new pair. Watch as he is moved to tears as he realizes how kind-hearted his students truly are.
Yes.
Cry,
Our world is unfair, and some are less fortunate than others. Therefore, we all have an obligation to help people who need it, like this man who sets a good example by giving bags of food to homeless people who can sometimes go days without eating. During the holidays, we tend to forget about people who are all by themselves, but this man decided to spend this Christmas differently and went around the neighborhood to hand out gifts to homeless people. Just look at this homeless man's wonderful reaction as he's given a new jacket. A boy buys flowers from an elderly woman, only to gift them right back to her as a kind gesture. This Turkish butcher loves to feed stray animals near his shop with the day's leftovers. Just watch how this dog jumps with excitement. When this girl brought her little shopping cart to the store, a kind man made her day by giving her $1 to spend on her shopping trip.
Well, wait a minute. I'm gonna help you with your shopping today. Yeah.
Aw, what do you say, Lily?
That goes on whatever you get.
Say thank you.
Yeah, that's the word.
This little boy's thoughtful gesture when he sees his friend falling asleep is heartwarming. Don't Don't you hate it when kids take all the candy on Halloween? Well, these guys did the complete opposite as they put loads of their own candy into a random house's empty bowl. When this truck driver dropped a bunch of food on the road, many people ignored him and just drove past, but there were a lot of kind people who also stopped to help him out. A couple's bike stalled out in the middle of a busy street, and this man could have just driven by like everyone else did, but something made him come back.
क्या हुआ सर? पेट्रोल का दाम?
Just look how he's cleverly pushing them along with his foot all the way back to the repair shop.
हो जाएगा वर्कशॉप है भैया, खुला हुआ है.
During a storm, the roads were quickly flooded and a poor dog found itself in the worst possible situation. As the water rises faster and faster, the dog is soon to be swept away. But thankfully, these guys heard the dog desperately calling for help and ran out to save him. After this man's wife passed away, his children went out and adopted a shelter dog to keep him company after her death. The dog was found and rescued on the street where it had no home. But as you can clearly see, his children made a great decision not only for their dad, but also for the dog, who now has a real forever home. On a very rainy day, a kind passenger tosses his umbrella to a traffic control officer to help keep him dry. Figure skaters that won silver and bronze at the World Championships helped the gold medalists get up on the podium. A woman who appeared to be spending her birthday alone in a restaurant was brought to tears when complete strangers joined in to help her celebrate. This old lady gets up early every day to give the school bus a big wave. So, to repay the kindness, the kids and driver decided to greet the kind woman for her birthday, and her reaction was priceless.
Happy birthday, Bonnie! Thank you! Have a great weekend!
When a man's leg became stuck between the platform and the train, the station employees were unable to free him. But suddenly, all of the passengers got out of their seats to help him, and together, they managed to move 33 tons of steel. A deputy was brought to tears when he received an eye-opening birthday gift from his coworkers. The man has been colorblind since birth and was given corrective glasses that help him see color for the very first time.
What do you see?
A different world. Thank you, everybody.
Watch the beautiful moment when a 1-year-old boy meets a woman with the same limb difference as him for the very first time. The little boy was so excited that he went straight in for a hug.
Oh, you didn't come in? Oh, hi, sweetheart.
I'm like, I can't get this.
Can we turn this way and see your arm?
Loud noises can cause many dogs to feel anxious and scared. So instead of lighting off fireworks on the 4th of July, these people spent their evening comforting dogs at a local animal shelter. The kind people were seen playing instruments and even reading books, anything to calm them down from all the noise happening outside. When a kind and generous man pays for this woman's groceries, she is brought to tears by his kind gesture. Following his son's murder, this compassionate father chooses forgiveness over hate towards his son's murderer and embraces him in an act of pure solidarity, which brings the whole court to tears.
I'm sorry about what happened that day.
Physical and social barriers can often prevent disabled people from feeling like they belong in their community, but these kind-hearted boys made sure that their classmate felt included. Right before crossing the finish line during a cycling race, these two competitors played rock, paper, scissors to decide who gets to win. In some parts of the world, it is very difficult to cross the roads because drivers don't stop when they're supposed to. So when this old man had to cross a busy road, he was lucky that a kind motorcyclist was willing to help. After patiently waiting with her eyes closed, this Nigerian orphan couldn't be more thankful when she received a brand new doll from this generous stranger.
Çok sevindin mi? Çok sevindin mi sen?
Let us know in the comment section which of these clips was your favorite. And while you're down there, remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.